All right, y'all, so we got these guys in, man. Two humongous. Like, these boxes are big. That's what she said. And we got to break them down, man. Let's get them up out of here one by one. Woo, bam! The Nike Air Max Go With Dome. We have early access live right now for the Sample Industries Reaper hoodie. This one right here is available for you right now specifically to cop this by checking out the link down below in the description. This is only gonna be up for 24 hours. After that, this thing will be gone and you'll have to cop it on Saturday, which this may end up selling out. This one right here, very solid overall weight, super duper thick material as well. GSM, I think is around like 430. Great quality hoodie being brought to you by us. This is releasing this upcoming Saturday. However, all you guys, I'm giving you an early access link right now that you can use to get a head start and cop it now before everyone else out there. Check out the link down below in the description. Better yet, I'm gonna give you an additional 10% off with using my code Tonyd2wild10. So you'll get early access and 10% off using Tonyd2wild10 pony hair pack. Now this is the pony hair pack. Now this is the black version. Let me go ahead and get the other one, the Cacao Wow. Bam! There she goes right there. So you got these two bad boys about to make their debut, bringing a twist to the Go With Dome, as it's been more so of a leather sneaker, suede, but not really ever a pony hair sneaker. Now the Nike Air Max Go With Dome pack is set to release on December 11th for a retail price point of $230. You have the black on black pair, the Cell and Cacao Wow black cow print pair. And this is my first time ever showing a Go With Dome on the actual channel. And it's been I would say maybe a year or so since I've last seen, at least on my end, Go With Domes. And one in particular, I want to say that dropped like in 2023, or maybe it was 2024, was the all black pair, the all black leather pair. Now the Air Max Go With Dome has been like a cultural staple in Harlem, the Bronx, DC, and Baltimore for decades, and it's been long debated as to which city truly made Nike boots iconic. Even the designer, Carl Blakesley, credits DC and Baltimore for the early adoption. And that's probably one of the reasons why we also saw Wale on the actual commercial or ad that was put out for this particular shoe and its upcoming releases. I think there was also like a rattlesnake or snakeskin version as well. But we see that there is an emergence of this shoe and possible future colorways that are gonna be coming down the pipeline. ASAP Bari previewed the 2025 pony hair pack on Instagram, sparking major nostalgia. These releases merge rugged AC-inspired construction with the premium pony hair textures, framing the Go With Dome as both a winter essential and streetwear luxury. Now, I've never put a Go With Dome on foot, but I'm going to. And I'm gonna tell you guys how these fit size-wise. All right. Let's see, this is a size 9, by the way. They fit good, they fit good. And size 9 is not the typical size that I usually rock when it comes to boots. I more so go with half a size down, as boots tend to run a little bit big. I wouldn't go with a size 8 on these. Probably not even 8.5. I'd probably stick to the 9. And speaking of it as well, there was a lot of nice comfort in the shoe as well. And this being an Air Max ACG, you do have the air unit bubbles featured throughout the shoe that gives you a very nice solid comfort, something that's not always the case when rocking boots. They can be pretty rugged, but you do feel these to be rugged but still very comfortable. And I think that that itself is very dope. Me personally, I like the pony hair, and the pony hair is cool and all, but not for a boot. I just feel like putting something like a pony hair on a boot that is meant for more rugged type of environments and wear could end up being something that might, you know, down the road fail. And I mean that as in, like, I just maybe feel like the pony hair's this material is gonna come off. And it's only right that we think of some materials. This is literally cowboy's manure nutsack peeled open with a batch of steel, ripped open, scalloped and dolloped, and then you got yourself a cow right there saying moo. Now this one in particular, I don't know if this is like a black stallion material, but the neck bone and collarbone of a black stallion ripped open with heel minuses, gutted, flooded, cutted, and then stuffed with chimpanzee nutsack material, switched open with uranium assets. But you definitely got the pony hair symbolism here, and you know, it feels good, looks good, but definitely a pass for me. Performance-wise, you got the strong traction for the urban winter use, cushioned and stable. It's more of a lifestyle forward than functional hiking boot. And these shoes definitely have a nice demand in streetwear and luxury. Now, this particular pair being at that $230 retail, I just gotta wait and see, because I know that there was a pair going for 50% off of the previous all black pair that Soul Play had, but it was only one size, but they sold one, they had it for 50% off. So I'm kind of curious how that would correlate with these. However, these are new and those were old. I'm kind of curious of how the market will take these in. Speaking of market, let's just look for ourselves. So the cow print version right now, you could sell it for retail. And if you wanted to buy it, you're gonna have to buy it for $272. Now, currently the market says that the last sale was $272 for this particular shoe. And that is on multiple sizes, 272, 272, 284, 285. So slightly above retail. Now that could change as we get closer to the release date itself, but these are currently sitting at over 50 bucks over retail right now. Now there's not that many pairs, but there is pairs and it's something worth noting. Now the black pair too, I'm seeing the same exact thing, and that is 2 sizes that have sold at 284. Now there's these high resale prices on these currently, but there is very, very low volume. So that means that 2 people bought these at 284, but that's only that I see that have sold on this particular shoe. Literally only 2 sizes, 2 pairs of these have sold in the resale market coming from StockX. Now StockX is known to also utilize data from other secondary sites. So they use data from eBay and other places, I guess, to make an overall opinion of the overall sale. The fact that only 2 of these sold at that above retail price means that I feel like that price is gonna have to come down in order for it to make more sense. So even though it did resell at 280 here and 270 there, the volume, the amounts of the pairs that have sold is not high enough to make me feel like that price point is gonna stay. So with that said, I think that these may end up being something that you can get easily come release date for retail, and it may go down even more to where you can get it at below retail, but we just gotta wait and see. With that said, the shoe itself, something different, something nice, cool. I love the shoe overall. Now the overall prints, I'm a little skeptical on, but I'm talking about I love the Goa Dome as is. My main concern though is it being a winterized shoe, and if it gets wet, and just time after time, I've seen a lot of these pony hair like sneakers, the pony hair will actually come off completely of the shoe. There's been safari packs. I know Bull has the 96 safari packs or the 95 Air Max safari packs, and a lot of those animal materials eventually just come off, like just peel off, and there's leather underneath it or material underneath it as revealed. So that part, we'll just have to wait and see. Another thing is the back portion here has the Nike swoosh. On the cow print, you don't have it. If I had to pick one, I'm going with the black. I'm not rocking these. I'm sorry. There's some goddamn some freaky deaky rodeo type shit going on. There's some freaky deaky type shit. Like this is straight freaky deaky in my opinion, but to each his own. Now, hold on, let me confirm. I just want to confirm, does it come with the, nope, okay. Just want to make sure it didn't come with the swoosh like on one shoe and not on the other. But yeah, stay tuned for those. Let me know down below. $230 releasing on December 11th. Damn. That's tomorrow. Next up, we got something in that I've been waiting to see for quite some time. Check it out. This is how they come standard, by the way, in the box, just like this. And I say that because there is a sack underneath it, but there is no paper. There was no paper, separation paper, anything of that nature, but boom, the Nike GT Future. The Nike GT Future is set to release on December 20th for a retail price point of $200. And the Nike GT Future is a part of Nike's Greater Than line, a next generation design philosophy merging performance basketball technology with lifestyle appeal. These originally debuted during 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend. Wale was one of the first people I saw actually rocking these, and I think there was the all orange pair, and multiple colorways we have seen him wearing since. Also being seen worn by players out there like AJ Dibansta, hopefully I didn't butcher that, as stated before, co-signed by Wale. And Wale is known to be always kind of futuristic and just always fashion forward for a lot of the sneakers, and for a lot of sneakers that feature that posit-like material. We know Wale to be a big time foam head, Barkley posit, anything with a posit in it, Wale is gonna be rocking. Him being from DC, and DC being a big time foam head, foam posit, who runs it, DC, New York, I'll let y'all argue that one down below in the comment section. Designer Jason Petrie stated the goal was to create a shoe that was made for players to feel like they were the freshest kid on the court or in class. Blending sci-fi visuals with real on-court function, the metallic silver edition enhances this theme, using a matte silver base that transforms it into a full reflective flash under direct light, reinforcing the sneaker's spaceship overall aesthetic. And as stated, this is a fully 3M upper that you see on this particular shoe, which I think is dope. I like a lot. My only concern is gonna be the way this shoe ends up creasing, and that's if it does. We'll just have to wait and see. So you have that ultra metallic silver upper. It all has a matte-like finish, but of course that reflective light, which we'll show you guys when we do some footage on the B-roll. Typical black rubber outsole. You also have that same type of flash featured on the tongue as well. Of course, this features like that futuristic basketball type of design. And overall, it's pretty lightweight. It has the foamposite type of material. I have to dive deeper into it. I would say this is the same like foam-like material, but it's very lightweight. And if you can see, like even then, it's very thin. It's not like your foamposite, which is very bulky and kind of, you know, bottom heavy. These are definitely going to be a big time release in my humble opinion. Not, you know, super limited from what I'm hearing, but limited enough to where it's going to cause issues and they're going to sell out in a very short period of time. I think that's going to be the case. But I do think that they'll be flooded with multiple different colorways down the road to where if you miss out on this one, there'll be plenty of others. But this being that first colorway, that's just typically how it is. Now, as I stated before, it does come in like this little dust cover right here that says the Future. So check that out. And currently the market right now on these are going for $330, $222, $434, $430, $300. I'm seeing a lot of 300s and a lot of 400s. I'm seeing a couple of 250s as well. Kind of a little bit all over the place, but I'm seeing, I would say, if I could say like an average $300 to $350 on this particular release. Now the retail, as stated before, is $200. So it's pretty high up there, at least right now. Now that could change, but I think that these will be going no less than $250 in the secondary market when it comes time to actually see these release. Now down the road, could they continue to have the hype and demand and appeal? We'll have to just wait and see. $200 for the most part, it's kind of been the norm, but this being a more newer design, it's not as bad when you're paying for something new, generation new, than $235 on a Jordan 1 that dropped in, you know, 1985. And let me say $235 for a pair of Jordan 11s, let's say that. 96. It's a little bit better to pay $200 on something brand new, technology-wise. Now, we're gonna be doing a full-on in-depth review on this sneaker, and one of the biggest things I wanna let you guys and girls know about this is how the shoe runs. It definitely runs small. I tried an 8, which I did not want to try, but I just did. I did not want to, but I tried an 8, hell no. Tried an 8.5, hell no. And I tried a 9. And 9 was good, but 9 fits like an 8.5. So definitely recommend going up half a size, even going up a full size if you want to feel that comfort. You guys know me, or if you don't, I run shoes pretty snug for less creases. I typically am in 8.5 to a 9.5. I can wear 8.5 all the way up to a 9.5. 8.5 is snug, 9 is a little bit of room, 9.5 is probably more so what normal people. Like for me, what 9.5 is what probably a lot of people, I feel like I don't give myself a lot of toe room. Luckily, I don't have LeBron feet. But I say that to say, go up half a size to a full size. That's what I highly recommend. If you look at the toe box and the way this shoe is shaped and the overall material, this is not like cotton or even leather or suede where it stretches. This has no give. This portion right here is very flat as well, and you can feel it. It's gonna push everything into a point right there at the tip. 8.5 was a no. You know, I was like, this 8.5 is snug. I could break, nah, this material, I don't trust it to break in. So I went with a 9 and, you know, potentially could probably even do a 9.5. I will have a full-on in-depth review probably within the next couple of days. And at that point, I'll give you guys my honest opinions on that and whether or not even go up by a full size, as I'll be trying these on and doing all that. But I did try an 8.5 and an 8, and I was like, nope, so I just grabbed the 9. This is definitely like a sleeper cell sneaker for me, where I'm basically saying like, this is a shoe, of course you got Gammas and Black Cats and Bugs Bunnies and Pearls and Pine Greens. This, like being dead ass, like this is probably the most sought after sneaker for me this month. I would say Bugs Bunnies is very, very close. Gammas is high too, but I've owned Gammas, so like the overall like, oh, excitement, I've been there, right? Bugs Bunnies I never owned, so there's excitement. And this shoe, I've just been seeing it for almost a whole year now, and there's been excitement. Not saying it's the best shoe, it's not the best shoe or the best looking shoe, but I would say from an excitement type of ordeal, like this is definitely something I've been looking forward to, so stay tuned. We'll have a video very, very soon, and yeah. Also want to show y'all the box. You got the GT Future box, which is all in that all metallic like silver. It's like a full-on just shiny. It's giving me reflections all throughout my room. My room is like reflecting. On the box, it says GT Future metallic silver, black, white, and check that out. So very nice, very clean. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. As always, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.